Good evening. I'm Susan Drummond, City of Pasco hearing examiner. Today is Wednesday, June 9, 2021, 6 p.m. We have just one item on the hearing agenda tonight. This is a rezone proposed by Kimberly Jenkelson, matter number Z2021-005. I did have a quick question for Mr. White before we proceed with that matter. There was another matter. This is the Warner Ridge preliminary plat 2021-004 that the applicant had requested a continuance on. This was a matter we heard last month, and the applicant requested continuance until today's hearing. And this matter is not on the agenda. It looks like the parties want the record closed on that and a decision issued, and there's nothing more that would be received this evening, as the matter is not on the agenda. Mr. White, am I correct on that, or are counsel for either the applicant or the city online?
The applicant is here, Madam Examiner, and you are correct. I'm going to look at the applicant to make sure that we've confirmed that. Yes, we're fine with that.
Okay, so I'll close the record now then on the Warner Ridge preliminary plat matter 2021-004 and a decision. And just by the way, for the record, I did receive a few emails. There were a couple from applicant's counsel, one on Monday and then one today. And then also there was an email from the city's counsel on Tuesday. And that was in addition to some other materials that I had received earlier, and I think that was before the continuance was granted. So, but a decision on that will be out within business days. Okay, I think with that answers my question on that last matter, and we can move to the rezone proposal. The order of procedure on the rezone is as follows. Planning Department will provide a summary of the proposal, and I have reviewed the staff report and attached exhibits. And the applicant will have an opportunity to present, and we'll open this up for public comment. Anyone who has signed in online or called in may comment on the proposal, and I'll probably keep the record open for a day or two just because of the remote nature of the hearing, in case there was someone who had difficulty calling in due to technical issues, although that has not been an issue. And then I issue on rezones a recommendation. City Council makes the final decision. And the recommendation, or at least my recommendation, is based on several criteria, but primarily comp plan consistency. Mr. White, who from the Planning Department is presenting on that? I can't see very well who all is there.
No, that will be me this evening.
Oh, okay. All right, well, why don't I go ahead and swear you in, if you could state your name once more for the record.
Rick White, Community Development Director.
And you swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of Washington?
I do.
Thank you. So you may proceed. As I noted, I have reviewed the staff report on this.
Okay, thank you. The site, as you can see on the screen tonight, is approximately 3.5 acres in size. It is a T-shaped parcel with frontage on both Argent Road and Road 68, generally located northwest corner of Argent Road and Road 68. The proposal is to recommend or to change the existing zoning from C1 and RS12 to R4. As you can see by the existing zoning designations on the site, the staff report, Madam Examiner, has a number of findings and conclusions that are required for rezone applications through our municipal code. I don't think there's anything very unusual about this rezone. The proposal is in conformance with the comprehensive plan, which is one of the findings contained in the staff report, and a staff recommendation.
I did have a quick question on that, because it looks like with regard to the very small part of the parcel up on the kind of the top left there, I think that's the northwest, far northwest side. Yeah, that's the map that I was looking at. It looks like there's a tiny part that the comp plan doesn't technically provide for the R4, the high density, but the present zoning would also be inconsistent. So I guess there's an argument that this one is more consistent with the comp plan. And I guess technically there should be an adjustment on the comp plan. But the staff report does mention that, but I didn't know if you have had additional comment on that.
No, I don't. I will just point out that the staff report does make the assumption that there is, I guess, a built-in degree of flexibility with comprehensive plan designations, particularly when they're arranged in the manner you see on the screen with the
I
curves.
saw that, and there is an unusual shape here in terms of kind of how the boundaries were drawn and all that with respect to the comp plan designation and the parcels, so.
But at any rate, staff has forwarded a recommendation to you, Madam Examiner, for approval. And unless there's questions, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. White. Nope, I do not have any additional questions for you. Is the applicant present or online?
Yes. The applicant is present, yes.
Did the applicant want to step forward to the microphone and add anything?
My name is Roland Jankelson. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Let me just swear you in real quick. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty of perjury and under the laws of the state of Washington?
I do.
Thank you.
I don't really have anything to add. I think the report is very conclusive in supporting what we think is the best thing to do for the property and the community. I would say that we see it as an opportunity to do something very positive for the community's goals with respect to increasing affordable housing supply. And we want to provide a very attractive future residential development. And I think you asked a question with respect to the parcel immediately to the north. And just, I don't know that it's relevant to this particular action, but we do intend to go through a comprehensive plan change, even though it's takes some time to do that with respect to that property.
Yeah.
And we think the two properties together make the best possible future residential high-density development, and we're prepared to take the time to go through that process as well. So I would just say, whether it's appropriate or not, the experience that we've had with the planners for the city of Pasco has been an incredibly positive experience. Their communication has been terrific, and we've had nothing but a good experience. If you have any questions, I would address those, but otherwise, I'm not sure I can add anything.
No, thank you, Mr. Jingleson, and I appreciate the clarification on your plans with regard on the kind of the north side of the property. That's appreciated.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have any further questions for you.
Thank you so much.
Yep. So at this point, we'll open this up for public comment. Is there anyone who has called in or is in the hearing room tonight who would like to provide comment on this proposal?
There are no callers. There are several audience members if they wish to speak.
If there are any audience members present who would like to comment, if you could step up to the microphone and identify yourself, now would be the time to do so, if you wish to comment on this proposal.
Yes, and Madam Examiner, the audience has indicated they do not wish to comment.
Okay, all right, let the record reflect that no one from the public has indicated wish to comment. So as I noted, I will keep the record open on this. I think just for one more day is sufficient to Thursday, June 10th, close of business 5 p.m. If there's anyone who wishes to comment on the proposal, they should submit comments to the planning department, and the department will forward those on to me. And then recommendation from me will be out within 10 business days of record closure, and the city council will make the final decision on the rezone. Are there any procedural questions from either the planning department or the applicant?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that is all we needed to address this evening. Mr. White, is there anything else that I need to address before we adjourn?
Believe it or not, Madam Examiner, that was the only item for the hearings.
I know it was a shorter agenda than last time. It was a little bit more efficient. So thank you all for your participation. We are adjourned.